John Rich, country star, has made himself some Redneck Riviera. Now, I think I've done another review of Redneck Riviera, the regular one. I'll put a link to that in my video down in the comments below. This one is Granny Rich Reserve. Does Granny know what she's doing when she's picking whiskey? Find out next here in the Speakeasy. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Speakeasy. Today, Granny Rich Reserve Redneck Riviera Whiskey from John Rich. Now, I did the review of John Rich's regular Redneck Riviera. I'll put a link to that here. I think that's a good light whiskey. This one is supposedly a small batch made from 95% American light whiskey, aged at least 3 years, 5% American malt whiskey aged at least 4 years. Now the site said this is called an American blended whiskey, which is a blend of 2 or more whiskeys and must contain a minimum of 20% straight whiskey, meaning the spirit is aged a minimum of 2 years, contains 51% of a single grain like corn, wheat, or rye. Now the mash bill on this is undisclosed. It is 86 proof and cost about $35, which is about $10 more than the regular Redneck Riviera, if I recall correctly. Now, what I love about this one, not only is John Rich, in my opinion, a true patriotic American, great country music artist and entrepreneur. He likes whiskeys apparently, and he likes our patriots, our military. And so, as you can see here, everything that is made by Redneck Riviera Distilling, which I think that's what this is called, East Side Distilling out of Portland, Oregon, handles all of his whiskey. But whatever Redneck Riviera whiskey is sold, 10% of that goes to support the Folds of Honor. Fantastic organization based out of Owasso, Oklahoma, and strongly recommend go try some Redneck Riviera, whatever bottle you can find. Help support Folds of Honor and our troops. So we'll pour out some of this Granny Rich Reserve. See what we have here. Now, like I said, I really did like the regular Redneck Riviera. I think this one is just aged a little longer. I don't even have the bottle anymore of the other one, or I would compare the two to try and tell you exactly what the difference is. Got a very light smell. The site has no info as far as what you should see on the appearance. Now this is very light. Again, it's not an old aged whiskey. I think the lightness, it almost looks a little weak or thin, but definitely has a whiskey smell. It is got a good color to it, like a nice light honey. So don't let that bother you. Smell-wise, aroma, the site says a wonderful caramel and candy corn aroma from the addition of sweeter malt grain blended with the dessert notes of an aged light whiskey. Now it does smell very sweet to me. And I do get that malty smell that it said from a malt grain. Maybe the longer and more often I smell it, I might start to get a little candy corn to it. It smells a little syrupy, so I guess with the grain and the caramel, and not the caramel, the malt, I mean, probably get a little bit of that candy corn smell. So I could agree with that. Got a good smell to it. Very, very light in the mouth. And it is not strong, not powerful, not hot, spicy. Very light, easy to drink. I do get a little of the malty grain. It says silky and flavorful palate of more corn, vanilla, sweet malt, and oak. Yeah, like I said, it is very light, very easy to drink, not spicy. I do get a lot of the vanilla. I do still kind of taste that candy corn. It is a very light taste, just like it was a very light smell of candy corn. But again, with the malt and the sweetness, I think that's probably where that comes from. Very, very easy to drink. Being 86 proof, this is really on the outside the low end of my preferred window. But it is so light. It is very easy to drink. And this is probably the first one I would recommend drink it neat, just like this. You do not need ice. If you want it cold, put this bottle in the freezer or the refrigerator and then pour it into your glass and just drink it straight. Because at 86 proof, you don't want to water this down anymore with a rock of ice. It's just not going to, it's going to dilute so fast. I think that you'd be disappointed in how it tastes if you added ice to it. Very light, very easy to drink, not spicy. It says finish notes ends in an exceptionally sweet and gratifying finish. I would say it is not a long, lingering finish. It is, again, sweet. That carries from the aroma, carries onto the palate, and it carries into the finish. It is sweet all the way through. Maltiness is kind of probably, you smell it, you taste it a little. I didn't get any maltiness on the finish. Therefore, the candy corn kind of comes and goes if you agree with that. But it's good. It doesn't burn at all in the mouth or going down. It doesn't burn in the linger. Just a really good sipping whiskey. I mean, this is something that would be very easy to drink. This is a great, great entry-level product. All Redneck Rivieras, all the Redneck Riviera whiskeys, his original and this one, Granny Rich Reserve. Fantastic if you're just getting into the whiskey and bourbon world. Fantastic ways to start because of their low proof. And I think that you'll really, really enjoy them. Highly recommend them. Get out there, get you some, and support the Folds of Honor in the process. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Come back and see me the next time here in the Speakeasy.